Time of the day where you get to see yet another beautiful home. Welcome back to Polycab, India's #1 cable and wires company, Dream Home Season 6. Before we see the house, let me welcome our panel of judges. We have Anuj Gopakumar, the Chief Architect of Kumar Group. We have with us Sudha, the Architect and Interior Designer of Swasti. Today on our show we have a house from Pala and it's called Paalookunnel House. So let's take a look at this house.
Hi, welcome to Polycab, India's #1 cable and wires company, Dream Home Season 6. Today we are in Paiga near Pala and we will be visiting this house named Paalookunnel. So let's go in and find out more about this house. Paalookunnel House is situated amidst a very serene location, and the first thing we notice is as we come around here, the compound walls are like columns has been used for compound walls, and as soon as we step inside there's a huge garden with buffalo grass planted across, and then we have small plants that maybe in future when they grow up it will look very brilliant. Paalookunnel House, as you have seen, they have a tarring road that leads us into the house. As soon as we reach near the house, paving tiles has been used across, and then whole of the house, it seems like they have been supported on pillars. So we have pillars all around them with a golden border in the center and on top of it. Actually, Paalookunnel House has a modern structure with traditional roofings has been given. Onto the walls, exterior walls, you can see stone cladding works has been used all around the house. As for the sit out, when we reach over here, you can see vitrified anti-skid tiles has been used on the floors. The ceiling has been kept very simple. Lightings has been used all across. Stone cladding has been used on the outer walls, exterior walls. You can see a very big opening has been given that has a glass door to it, so that's an additional door. And then the main door is over here. It's simple but has got very executive style to it. And then there's another small courtyard with pergola has been provided for entry as well. So basically there are two-sided entries has been given, and then we have one main door in the center. The foyer, as you see, is a semi-enclosed one. When I say semi, it's like on one side we have a column of woods that acts as a partition between the dining hall and the foyer space. Onto the other side, again they have created two columns like structure and has used wood on top of it. And then we have a small opening which leads us to the formal living area. The foyer straight away goes and leads to a small prayer area which has been neatly tucked away just right at the center of the house. Wood finished vitrified tiles has been used for the floorings, and on for the ceiling part they have used like wood, like columns of wood has been used to create an impression of wooden ceiling. And then it's a very like I can easily say it's a double heighted ceiling that they have used. A false ceiling has been already created using a V-shaped structure. Next to the foyer space, is a formal living area. White color has been mostly used for the upholstery and as for the walls as well. A small painting adorns the wall. Windows has been provided, two very large traditional windows has been provided, wooden windows, and Roman blinds has been extensively used over the windows. Straight ahead of me, there's no wall over there. They have kept the opening and have used glass doors for it, and plus they have a shutter. They have used shutters as a security feature. For the flooring, again anti-skid vitrified tiles has been used. As for the ceiling, has been kept very simple, but a panel of wood has been decorated all through the boundaries. A very simple structured light hangs onto the wall, and two fans are also provided for the room. On one side of the foyer, again dining space has been provided. You can see it's an open dining space. From all the sides, air and sunlight can easily seep inside. For the floorings, vitrified tiles, anti-skid vitrified tiles has been provided. Just behind me is a small area where an aquarium can be spaced easily inside it. And again, like to the kitchen, a partition has been provided with wooden columns to it. Texture painting has been used on the walls. All the other walls are again white in color, and then you can see it's a 10-seater table has been provided over here with glass top and wooden frames. Next to the dining area is the family living room. It's a very spacious area. Again, it looks spacious because it has been kept in an open concept. On one side again is the same door that we have seen earlier, same glass type of door, and the shutter has also been provided for security reasons. Just opposite to that shutter is the window area. Again, traditional large windows has been used with Roman blinds. Very cute and simple wall unit has been provided for TV stand and all. Ceiling has been kept very simple, but again wood concept has been used on the ceiling as well, so that the pattern is not lost. A spacious master bedroom adorns the house. Matte finish vitrified tiles has been used on the exterior, and then as we enter inside the main bedroom area, wooden flooring has been used. The ceilings has been kept very simple, nothing has been done on it. White color has been used throughout the house, and then texture painting in dark shade has been done on one of the walls, and a very good small painting has been given. One small window is there, wardrobe has been provided, and then a bathroom is also attached. On one of the wall, a large window door has been provided, which leads us to a very beautiful balcony. Functional modular kitchen has been provided for the house. The house has 3 walls, and for one of the walls they have given partitions by using wooden blocks for it, and as you can see, granite top has been used for platform, and then other modular settings has been done very executively, and then there's a small breakfast table is also provided. Again, the same matte finish vitrified tiles follows all the way through the kitchen. Just behind the kitchen we have a study room, and then second kitchen is also provided, plus a servant quarters is also located. Paalookunnel House is spread across 5,000 plus square feet. Flooring has mostly been done with matte finish vitrified tiles. There are 4 bedrooms. This staircase leads to just one room we have on top of it, and it has been used for home theater system. That's it from Paalookunnel House. See you in next episode. Till then, have fun, take care. Bye bye.
So what do you have to say about the exteriors and landscape of this home?
The fact that it's in Pala, I suppose, gives it its natural topography. It's settled at the top of the house, the top of the hill actually the house is kept. It's taken the advantage of the terrains, and as we see it, I think the designer has also put in the multitude of sloping roofs to mimic the various hills that are there. So altogether it beautifully nestles into that sloping side of the hill. They've used the landscape also quite well actually, retained the road and a pathway, the walkway to the house. It's quite a distance from the gate to the house, and also the steps to the house is also designed very well. I like the house as such. The elevation is smart in the sense that the cladded walls contrast with the plain pillars. They could have avoided so much of the paving. Probably the requirement is there because of so much parking, but otherwise it's a nicely done house.
All right, and Anuj.
It's a house in a very nice scenic setting. There's a lot of area. It looks like an estate house, and they have a big driveway going up to the hill. So when you drive up, you can see the house up there. So it's the positioning of the house is very nice. Multiple roofs going one over the other, making it look interesting. It's a simple looking house with a veranda running around it. Natural stone cladding has been used on the wall. It looks nice, but I think a little too much has been used on it, so it could have toned down on that natural stone cladding.
All right, and the interiors, do that please you?
Yes, the interiors also, they have actually tried to bring in a lot of the external atmosphere into it. Starting from the veranda, you see that there is a courtyard enclosed by these corridors or the verandas as we see, and the dining room actually, you can step out from the dining room as well, you can step out from the drawing room as well. So they've actually tried to integrate the exterior and the interior, which is a wonderful design process as such. They've also used split levels that again gives the ambience of a mountainy terrain. So the split levels where the drawing room is at a lower level and brings the extension of the outside to the inside with the large windows. Again, the wooden floor brings in the ambience of a more natural setting. I also like the fact that they've got these large plain glass windows which allows the view to the outside, and they have done some kind of a security with the automatic grills, I suppose. So altogether, they've the cantilevered stairs, everything brings in the feel of the mountain into the house, and efficient planning of the kitchen. The kitchen's looking very nice. Certain other aspects like the colors in certain areas could have been well avoided, but other than that, they've done a great job.
All right, and you?
It's a very nice foyer when you get into the house. It's a nice foyer which is leading up to the prayer area, which I felt was a nice feature when you come in straight. It's a lovely living room in white furniture. It's very simple with white walls. It's on a little one level lower or 2 levels lower, looking out into the landscape with the large glass, so bringing the landscape inside, a lot of light inside. Looks very simple and elegant. The flooring is very beautiful, it is complementing the furniture, and a very simple ceiling with very clean curtains, so everything is gelling very nicely. The dining area is also very nice, which is a very lovely dining table and a chair design. The staircase which is going up to the, I think, the home theatre room is also very simple and clean with a glass handrail. The family living room is very lovely, it's open and which has a double height and a wooden flooring. One thing I liked about the house is that nothing is clustered too much in this house. The kitchen looks nice, clean, beautiful in white. It's a nice looking kitchen.
Alright, and does color, lighting and decor add beauty to the interiors?
With respect to lighting, yes, they've done a beautiful job. There are a lot of nice fixtures, there are hanging lights, there are ceiling recessed lamps. They've done a good job. The kitchen also is well lit with the task lighting below the counters. So that is done very well. Kept it to a minimum. The colors have been kept to a minimum, which is nice. Artifacts also, they've put in what is necessary and not overdone it. So altogether, it's a nice color and decor has been done well.
Alright, and Anuj, what do you have to say?
The lighting is simple. It's not nothing very fancy, or I wouldn't say fantastic. The minimal lighting has been provided, and some nice hanging fixtures I saw. The white walls of the house was looking very beautiful, or the white or the off-white with the artwork and the paintings was looking very nice. The decor, some of the elements I felt was nice. Some areas, some things could have been avoided.
Alright, and the last aspect, the value for money.
Some money has been spent on the glass, especially. I'm sure it's toughened glass. It's glass that has to be protected. There is sliding, so it's probably automatic, and you have to have rolling shutters. So a lot of money has gone into that also. But it's money really well spent. If you see some of the frames of the moving camera, you'll find that it's a picture out there. It's another beautiful painting that nature has provided there, which they are able to bring into the house. So that's really money very well spent. The other materials also, like floor tiles, they've not splurged on Italian marble, so it's the tiles that have brought in the rustic nature of the ambience of the space. So that's done very well. I think it's very nice.
I also felt the value for money has been there. The money has been used wisely. The effect they have got in terms of the furniture, in terms of the ceiling, in terms of the small architect trimmings they have done in wood. Some of the areas they have gone for wooden flooring. The furniture they have used. Everything has been done, and it's coming well together. Overall, I think it's okay.
Time for us to listen to the scores, and yes, on 25, let's see how much Anuj has to rate the exteriors of the house on 25.
For the exterior of the house, I have given it a 19 on 25.
19 on 25, and Sudha?
21.
21 on 25. Now the interiors.
Interiors I have given it a 19 on 25.
19 on 25 again, and Sudha?
19.
19 on 25. Now color, lighting and decor?
I have given it an 18 on 25.
18 on 25, and you?
18 on 25.
18 on 25. The last aspect, the value for money?
I have given it a 19 on 25.
19 on 25 again, and you?
19 on 20.
So the total for this house by Anuj is 75 on 100. For Sudha it is 77 on 100, and for public on 50 it's 38, which is a grand total of 190 on 250. Today again we're choosing roofing. So let's start with Sudha. Let's see what she has to speak about the roofing.
Basically, it's the settings, that is the external ambience, the external character of the space that the house is sitting in. Just imagine the same house sitting in the heart of Kallur or in Cochin or in any other metropolitan city may not look so beautiful. So it's very important for the designer to actually evaluate the external ambience, what it's to be like. Can you think of a postmodern house sitting on top of a hill like this? No.
Yeah.
So then being sympathetic with the with the external environment is most important, which the designer has to advise the client. Certain clients come in saying that we'd like to have a slope-proof house. Sometimes it doesn't go with the general ambience of the nearby houses, what the site gives you, you know. So then that time it is up to the designer to convince the client, see, this is the kind of neighborhood that you have, or this is the kind of ambience that the site is giving you, so this would suit better. In fact, now with all the graphics and other things, we are able to show the client, see, with flat roof it could look like this, and with a sloping roof it could look like this. Being sympathetic to your environment is the most important thing when you design the external ambience. You have all kinds of roof style these days, but it's very important to choose the right one for the right plot.
All right, thank you. And Anuj, what do you have to say?
The form of the house, how it's going to look, should actually kind of evolve from the planning stage onwards, or the floor layout stage onwards, and that way you will have the perfect roof coming in, the perfect proportion of roofs coming in, and this perfect slopes coming in, the perfect height coming in. All those things matter when you're talking about whether it's going to be a double height or whether it's going to be a single height roof, and where it's going to come and join to another roof. All these things are very important. So when sloping roofs join, it's very tricky, the water flowing and where it's joining. So all this has to be thought about, and if that attention is given, we will get a very beautiful, you will definitely get a very beautiful product at the end of the day.
All right, thank you. And yes, roofing and roof, I suppose, is the biggest highlight of a home, and you need to pay extra attention on constructing this. And with that, I think it's time for us to wind up with this episode of Polycab, India's #1 cable and wires company, Dream Home Season 6. So until we see you next time, this is all of us telling you a goodbye.